One of my favorite apps on my iPad is my Netflix app, which has just gotten a major makeover, and it was time. Now it is a lot easier to search through instant watch items, as well as figure out, I guess I shouldn't say figure out, as well as find new items to watch. Now, at the top, there is now a selection of all the stuff that you just finished watching. So your things that the last, I think about 8 or 9 things that you've watched recently. So then you have the option to go ahead and finish those up. Then there's their top 10 for you and everything. You're scrolling up and you're scrolling down. So then there's, not scrolling up, you're scrolling to the left, and then you're scrolling up and down. So here's my top 10 recommendations. Items that are in my instant queue that I could go ahead and click on. Action thrillers I might like here. Documentaries. Is that Michael Fassbender? Let's see. Centurion. I'm kind of into him now. Yes, so I think this is something I'm going to add. Kind of obsessed with Michael Fassbender right now. So when you click on something, it will come up right here. There's some suggestions that are like this movie. One thing I don't like is, like, you can't read reviews in this. Then it would be fantabulosus. But right now it's just fantabulous. I really would like to read reviews. Sometimes that's a help. Sometimes though you still go with your own judgment. But sometimes it really does help you out a bit. But like I said, you can always click on it. It gives you more suggestions, and then it also, tells you a little bit about it. You can also launch into viewing the movie through this little pop-up screen. So like I said, you can scroll all the way up. Your sign in is at the bottom, so you can sign in or out of the app at the very, very bottom of the page. But as you can see, I mean, this is gorgeous now. Look at it. It's beautiful. It used to be, it was just very, very basic. It was the previous design was just, let's get some app out. There's the iPad now, and people want to be able to watch stuff, and let's get it out there. And that's what it looked like. And that's what it did. I mean, it was serviceable. This is gorgeous. You could tell some time went into it. And frankly, Netflix owed us. I mean, last year, well, I'm recording this in December. So it's not 2012 yet. But 2011, at least the last, 5-6 months of it, not a good time for Netflix. I mean, with the price increase and then splitting the service and just all the insanity, I mean, they really needed to have something that, they needed to hit one out the park. And they did with this, in my opinion. Really like this. Love the design, love the layout. I only have the streaming package from them now because after the price increase, it just wasn't worth it for me to continue. I wanted to add this too. I mean, to watch this later. So I just have the streaming package. So I really make a use of this. I did when I just had my laptop before I got my iPad. Oh my goodness. Streamed insane amounts of movies, and now I use it at least maybe twice a day on my iPad. So if you do not have this app and you have Netflix and you have an iOS device, you need to get it. What are you waiting for? So this is a revamp of the Netflix app, and it's fantastic. One thing I thought was so funny regarding the chatter around the Apple Trailers app was basically the majority of it was, what took them so long? And I think that's kind of a valid question. What took them so long? I mean, how hard was this to do? Granted, it's gorgeous and they did a great job. Maybe that was it, but I mean, come on. How could they not make a way to view their trailers on their devices? Finally, they got their acts together and they gave us this gorgeous, gorgeous trailer app. You can scroll through and see the most recent trailers as well as exclusive trailers for every movie that's out. And this includes indie films, cartoons, action, drama, just everything you can think of. They even had some posters for like film festivals in Texas. You can search through this main page. You can also search through genre from this main page. So let's say you're just looking for horror, and then all the horror will come up. You can also search through exclusive, which is cool because there are exclusives that are just available here in the iTunes movie trailer section. I will be honest, the first thing I did when I fired up my new eMac after going online was going to Apple and going to the trailers page, and I remember I watched the trailer to Roll Bounce, and it was my first experience with DSL, and it was miraculous to me to watch that and have it stream without skipping, without stuttering. It was the most fun ever. Sorry, I needed a sip of water. Now, that's like old hat, but back then, it was Fantasyland, you guys. You don't even know. So here, we have a bunch of trailers. Across the top are the exclusives, so that advances on its own. Then, of course, like I said, you got the regular ones here. How gorgeous is this interface? My personal favorite, though, is the calendar. Now, this far back, this calendar goes back, and I've actually been using it. It goes back to June of this year, I think. And you can look and see all the movies that were available. So it does go back to June. Oh, here it was still loading. That's what I figured. So it goes back to June. It stops right here at June 29th when Transformers Dark of the Moon came out. So here we have July. These are all the movies that came out in July. Like, how gorgeous is this interface? The date. And then the other cool thing is that you can still go and watch the trailer for all of these movies. Now, I personally was kind of using this a week ago to figure out stuff I wanted to try and find either on Netflix or things I wanted to rent in other ways. You know, try to figure out how to watch them. I love this because there was stuff that I missed and hadn't heard about. And to be able to watch the trailers for it and, you know, make my little movie list was actually a lot of fun. I like to do it. So you can actually like do what I did for the most part, was write down the names of the movies, or you can star something. So we'll do that. If you add it to favorites, then when you go to your favorites, it's going to be there. So that's actually in theaters. And then this is stuff that you can also get in iTunes. And that's stuff that hasn't come out yet. You can also search for theaters in here. You can set up a theater as your favorite theater. That's one, you know, closest to you or whatever, and ones that you go to and ones that you want to go to. And then you can make it a favorite theater. And if you make it a favorite, then it'll be in your favorites for your theaters. So that's cool too. But still, as I said, I'm obsessed with the calendar. So you can go all the way back to June as of now anyway. And then you can scroll all the way through. And I just love this. I just think it's so gorgeous. And such a beautiful way to I want to say rehash the year in film, but we'll say review the year in film. Just really, really cool. Technically, it's not the whole year because it's only till June, but whatever. I just love this. And I love trailers. I mean, even if I don't actually get to see all the movies, I like to know what's out there. Look, there are an insane amount of movies coming out in January. And it actually goes ahead too. Like we are, let's see. This is into, wow, December of 2012. A lot of things right there. Very, very cool. The app to me is worth this, you know, in and of itself for this calendar interface. I just love it. There's top 25, and this is by box office and by trailer, Rotten Tomatoes reviews, as well as things that are being, I'm assuming, purchased or rented on iTunes. Doesn't really say. So if you do not have this free app, I don't know what you're waiting on. You need to get it if you like trailers. If you don't care about trailers, then of course you're not going to have it. But if you do like trailers, you need to grab this app from Apple. It's free and it's in the App Store. The CW has jumped on the bandwagon and created an app that allows you, not going to review it right now, to view full episodes of CW episodes throughout this app. Now you can watch full episodes on the internet of on the CW website of most of these series, but of course this allows you to view the episodes on the go. So there's full episodes, clips, pictures, which is completely pointless, and then a way for you to set up, Facebook and Twitter. This is actually an iPhone app, but it works on your iPad. It's not universal. This is kind of fuzzy. The videos play fine, though. They play wonderfully. The only reason I downloaded this was to watch Supernatural. Now, you have the last 5 episodes in here. If a rerun is shown, the rerun is also on here. So it's not like it's the first... It's not like it's the first, not the first. It's not like it's going to be all first run episodes. That's what I wanted to say. So, if it's reruns on, the reruns are going to show up. But for the most part, they don't run a lot of reruns, at least for this show. So you can see the full episode. I'm going to turn the sound down for copyright stuff. You got to watch ads. But I honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. Sorry, guys. Ads really do not bother me that much, particularly when I'm able to watch the stuff when I want to. But I will say that the CW app has an inordinate amount of ads. I feel like they have way more commercials than most other apps. They need to do something about that. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they need to do something. But if you're looking for a way to catch your CW episodes, I highly recommend you give this a try. They've got One Tree Hill, Vampire Diaries, Hater, Heart of Dixie, Ringer, The Secret Circle, Remodeled, Nikita, Gossip Girl. I wish they had full seasons. They don't, so it's the last 4 or 5 episodes. But if you are at the very least, watching your episodes no more than a week or 2 late, this will be perfect for you because you will be able to stay up to date and, not necessarily be glued to your television. So this is the CW app. It is for iPhone, iPod Touch, or iPad, and it's in the App Store. This summer, I talked my mom into getting HBO just so I could get the HBOGo app. I don't have cable. My mom does, but she wasn't getting HBO. So I told her I will pay for HBO so I can get this app, because you have to be a subscriber to HBO in order to have access to this app. I just got my iPad. I was like, I am getting this app, and it is well worth it. I mean, if you have a friend who has cable and maybe they're not paying for HBO, because honestly, all I want are the original series. That's all I want. And I will be completely honest, I don't want to pay $80 a month for probably like the 8 shows that I'm going to watch. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I would be happy to pay $15 a month in order to have access to HBO through this app and let somebody else watch HBO on their television. Now, getting HBO for your television also entitles you to use the HBOGo online service so you can view HBO through your computer. Oh my goodness, can you hear that siren? I'm not recording this over. Anyway, my sister makes use of that. She is constantly watching it on the computer. Well, just because she doesn't have an iPad. Although this is also available for your iPod Touch or your iPhone. But I use it on my iPad, the optimal device to view this stuff on. So this is like the home screen where it shows movies, it shows events, documentaries, series, all of it. of course, you can go ahead and pick something from here to look at. Then there's the navigation at the bottom. So you can see all of the movies that are available. When I first got this, Inception was constantly on the home screen, and that's what I watched like 9 times through this. Then you can search through movies alphabetically, through genre, you know, whatever is available to watch through the app at the time, because not everything is, but it's cool to see what's available this way. I like how they have the pictures because, of course, you know, people can't read nowadays. You go through genre. What horror is available? Always interested. Free Jack. Awesome. Final Destination. And Hatchet 2, which I'm totally watching tonight. Anyway, then there's collections of fights and classic movies, holiday stuff. So that's movies. Then there's series, which is why I got it. So, because there were things that I wanted to catch up on. And, HBO. Every episode of every season of every one of their original series. This, honestly, is the main reason I wanted the app. So, every original series that has been on HBO is within here. And you have the ability to watch any episode from any season. So, The Sopranos... yes, all 6 seasons are available for you to watch. Oz. All 6 seasons available for you to watch. Oh my gosh, Oz. What else has like a bazillion seasons? The 6 Feet Under, which I didn't look at. Excuse me. They only have 5 seasons. I thought they had more. So they're in here. Because I know I need to watch Rome is something I wanted to look at. Band of Brothers, Hung, Boardwalk Empire, Big Love. Series I needed to catch up on. So they have featured episodes and comedy series. And family series are also available. So comedy specials, excuse me, are available here too. Sorry. Sports specials are available. Which is cool. Documentaries are available. So it's got Lady Gaga's concert. Other documentaries, HBO documentaries are always amazing. And then late night, which is some of the adult programming. Not too adult, but you know what I'm saying. So, this app is amazing. Technically, it's free, but, of course, like I said, you have to be an HBO subscriber to access it and take part in the content, because they ask you to, when you sign in, as you can see, we're DirecTV subscribers, but you have to sign in with whatever your cable subscriber is. They have a bunch to choose from. Last I heard, though, the drama was that Time Warner wasn't available. That was what was in the comments. That wasn't one of the ones, which was weird because people were saying HBO is owned by Time Warner or something. Maybe it's available now. I don't know. I haven't been to the page since I got the app. If you have HBO, you need this app. If you don't have HBO and you can talk a friend into getting it, and then you pay them every month the $15.99 for HBO, and you have an iPad, you need to get this app. It is well worth it just to see all these series. It is cheaper to do that every month and to get all of these than just buy them. Because the other thing with HBO series, they are always ridiculously priced. Oh, just 10 times more than any other series. So this ends up being more cost effective, particularly even if you like take a year and do this and just watch them all, you'll be good. Love this app. It is the HBOGo app, and it is in the App Store.